In the small town of Greenwood, nestled among the rolling hills and whispering trees, live Asha, a dedicated school teacher, and her son Vinu. Their quaint home, weathered by time, bore witness to the joys and sorrows of a family tied together by love and the weight of responsibilities. Asha, a resilient woman, juggled the roles of a caregiver for her ailing mother and the sole manager of their household finances. Vinu, a recent BPHARM graduate, found himself trapped in the suffocating embrace of unemployment for nearly 2 agonizing years. Frustration and desperation drove him back to old vices, smoking and drinking. The once hopeful young man succumbed to the relentless pressure of joblessness, creating a storm of discord within the walls of their home. The narrative took a chilling turn when Vinu, amidst his struggles, began to sense an eerie presence in their house. At first, he dismissed it as his imagination, attributing the mysterious occurrences to his guilt-ridden conscience for failing to provide for his family. However, as inexplicable events persisted, Vinu became convinced that there was indeed an otherworldly entity sharing their dwelling. Concerned friends and relatives, much like Asha, brushed off Vinu's claims as the delusions of a troubled mind. In a desperate attempt to seek help, Asha took Vinu to a counselor, hoping to unravel the tangled web of his thoughts. However, Vinu, resistant and skeptical, refused to cooperate with the well-intentioned counselor. As Vinu's paranoia deepened, Asha, too, began to experience the unsettling presence. She found herself awake at odd hours, haunted by a sense of dread that crept through the shadows. Desperation led Asha to investigate the history of their home. Unearthing a dark secret, the house had been the stage for a tragic double suicide years ago. To tormented souls, overwhelmed by the perceived presence of each other, had chosen to end their lives. The counselor, delving into the past, uncovered the emotional turmoil that had plagued the ill-fated couple. Their lives, much like Vinu's, had been marred by unemployment and personal setbacks. The counselor realized that the echoes of the past had resurfaced, tormenting Asha and Vinu in a sinister dance of tragedy. As the paranormal occurrences escalated, Asha and Vinu found themselves trapped in a nightmare of inexplicable happenings. The lines between reality and the supernatural blurred, leaving them paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. In the face of this shared ordeal, the mother and son confronted their own demons and the lingering specters of the past. In a moment of clarity, Asha and Vinu decided to reconcile, acknowledging the futility of fighting against forces beyond their comprehension. United by love and a shared determination to break free from the shackles of the haunted house, they made a solemn pact to vacate the premises that held the dark secrets of its tragic history. As they stepped out into the cool night, leaving the creaking house behind, the lingering question of the exact nature of the supernatural forces remained unanswered. The echoes of the past, however, gradually faded, allowing Asha and Vinu to embrace the uncertain but hopeful future that awaited them beyond the shadows of their haunted home. As Asha and Vinu prepared to leave their haunted home, a palpable tension lingered in the air. The ominous whispers of the past seemed to follow them, creating an unsettling backdrop to their departure. As they stepped out into the moonlit night, A chilling wind carried with it the weight of unresolved mysteries. The town of Greenwood, usually serene and quiet, took on an eerie quality, as if the very essence of the house's tragic history had seeped into the surrounding environment. Asha and Vinu sought refuge with relatives, hoping that a change of scenery would bring solace and distance from the malevolent forces that had plagued their lives. However, the supernatural phenomena persisted, manifesting in different forms. Unexplained shadows danced in the corners of their new residence, and whispers echoed through empty hallways. Asha, a woman of reason, found herself questioning her sanity as the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural continued to blur. Desperation led Asha to seek the guidance of a local paranormal investigator, someone well-versed in the occult. The investigator delved into the history of the haunted house, uncovering layers of tragedy and sorrow that stretched back decades. It seemed the spirits of the past were unwilling to release their grip on the living. As the investigator delved deeper, he stumbled upon an old journal hidden away in the dusty attic of the new residence. The journal belonged to one of the ill-fated souls who had taken their own lives in the house Asha and Vinu had left behind. Through the faded pages, a tale of heartbreak and despair unfolded, revealing the intricacies of a love story gone horribly wrong. Asha and Vinu, now caught between the phantoms of two intertwined destinies, found themselves drawn back to the original house. The journal hinted at an unresolved conflict that bound the spirits to the physical realm. It became clear that the tormented souls sought closure, a resolution that had eluded them in life. As they re-entered the haunted house, the atmosphere thickened with sorrow and anguish. The spirits, now aware of Asha and Vinu's presence, sought to communicate their untold stories. Objects moved on their own, and ethereal voices resonated through the halls, recounting tales of lost love, shattered dreams, and the overwhelming despair that had led to their tragic end. In a courageous attempt to appease the restless spirits, Asha and Vinu embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the unresolved conflicts. Guided by the revelations from the journal and the spectral manifestations within the house, they discovered hidden chambers and concealed artifacts that held the key to the spirit's salvation. The climax of their quest unfolded in a dramatic confrontation with the lingering entities, Asha channeling her inner strength and Vinu, driven by empathy, became conduits for the cathartic release of long-suppressed emotions. The tormented spirits, finally able to convey their pain, found a semblance of peace as their ethereal forms dissipated into the unknown. As the last echoes of supernatural phenomena faded away, Asha and Vinu, exhausted but victorious, stood in the now serene house. The weight that had burdened their lives had lifted, and a newfound sense of closure enveloped them. The town of Greenwood, once shrouded in darkness, now bathed in the gentle glow of a sunrise that symbolized a new beginning. With the haunted chapter of their lives behind them, Asha and Vinu emerged stronger and more connected than ever. The scars of their paranormal ordeal served as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of inexplicable horrors, love and courage could triumph over the shadows of the past.